Blackburn
Enterprises.
Thank you for coming to our channel. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Back with a new movie review. I'm JB.
I'm Ken.
And today we're going to be reviewing
Scream 6. 6, right?
I knew you would be confused. Yes. Scream 6.
So
all right, this movie this movie is directed by Tyler Gillett, I believe, and Matt Barrera-Olpin.
Did they do any of previous Screams?
Yes, they did the last.
They did the last one.
Yeah, they did the last one.
Yeah, I figured that.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into those actors and actresses. This movie is starring Melissa Barrera.
Yes.
Might know in previous movies such as.
She was in The Heights.
Okay.
It was a good little musical.
It was a good little musical. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
All right. Also starring this movie, we have Jenna Ortega.
I can dance with my hands. She is Wednesday Addams. Oh,
yes.
That's my stuff. My kids be singing it all the time.
Apparently. Yes, she is Wednesday Addams. And we also did a series review and recap on that.
Yes, we did. Can't wait for season 2.
Right. So y'all go ahead and check that out when you get a chance.
Yes.
All right. Also starring this movie, we have Courteney Cox.
Yes.
Might know her in previous movies, shows,
yes,
such as.
Dang. She's so... Friends?
Yes.
Friends. Never watched it.
Neither did I.
I do know it though.
Yes, she was definitely in Friends.
Yes, I thought she was.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into that plot.
So, Ghostface is back at it again. People are obsessed with these slasher movies, and they are always going to go after the people that survived the originals. Or the previous movies, should I say. Not originals, but previous movies.
Yes, so we are leaving Woodsboro.
Yes.
This is what we're doing.
We're in New York.
After the particular events that took place in the last Scream, Scream 5, those characters, they got to get out of town. Like, we got to leave this whole stabbing incidents and all those behind. And they decided to go to the Big Apple, big town, New York, where it's at. And they think they'll be able to leave, all that behind them. But unfortunately, Ghostface has a way of still showing up.
Yes.
So they have to deal with those problems in the Big Apple, and hopefully they can survive.
Hopefully.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to our likes.
I like the suspense of the movie. It was very suspenseful. They did suspense very well in this movie. There was times that I didn't know what was going to happen. My stomach was turning. I was jumping. I was like, oh my gosh, what is about to happen? You're not going to escape this. So the suspense of the movie was great.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what makes Scream movies, or one of the monikers of Scream movies, is trying to figure out what's going to happen, who's going to make it, who's not going to make it, who's going to be attacked, who's not going to be attacked. And so they definitely continue with those particular things that they show. And they do a great job of, you try to anticipate, what's going to happen, and sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. So they continue on that road that they said a long time ago, and the precedent that they said a long time ago.
Yes.
Any other likes?
I like the gore. I like the slashing and the way that Ghostface does what he does, or she does, or whoever it is does, is very, makes you cringe. So I like that they show that, and they're not afraid to show blood and gore and guts and all those good things.
All those good elements?
Yeah, to a scary movie.
Yes, of course that's because it's rated R, and if it's a Scream movie, you can't have a Scream movie without it being rated R. And I think
boring.
And I think one of the things that they do, or what they're able to do, and something that we talked about it, but I know it's another like with you as well, is the difference in how they made this movie. I mean, it's definitely a Scream movie. It's not like they jumped the shark and just did something totally different. But because Scream has become a pop culture type movie or whatever, I think we let the previous movies a lot of times slide with formulaic type things or what have you. And so it wasn't an issue because we knew that's what happened because it's Scream. but I think they took some of the elements that would typically be the same and they expanded on those things and they made them better. Mm-hmm. And I think at times the movie didn't seem like a Scream movie, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I think a lot of times in the previous movies, you kind of always knew that you was in Woodsboro or, surrounded by characters from Woodsboro. So you always was, you kind of always had that element. But they were able to somehow make Ghostface more menacing, more scary, more stronger. And, different decisions that they decided to make also made the movie more interesting. And so I definitely enjoyed that.
I definitely agree.
Any likes?
I had one, but I can't remember it now.
Tisk. Another thing I think that this movie does a better job at that I feel like maybe the movies hadn't done since like maybe the second Scream, probably. Was it second or third?
Oh.
Or maybe the third one.
Maybe about to say what I was gonna say.
What?
Tying everything together. Or bringing everything together.
Well, yeah, that's not what I was gonna say. But I think that's one of my likes. But I think that's what they're doing. They're what's the word I'm looking for? But they're using because of pretty much what I said about the ability of it to grow and what it has become and where it began. Mm-hmm. They're using that. They're using their strengths basically. Mm. It has become a major franchise in comparison to like a lot of other franchises similar to like Star Wars or Terminator, or any of those type of franchises like that. So they're using that strength and being able to make it stronger by relying on different characters that they have and being able to use those and to make things interesting and tying everything together.
Yeah.
Another thing that they was able to do, that's why I said maybe Scream 2, maybe Scream 3, I don't know. I'm thinking probably the second one. But make you care about the characters.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially like, especially and so maybe probably 3 and 4, that I think, I don't know if you really care that much about, people, if they got killed or not. And sometimes, probably you were probably rooting for certain characters to be off, like, okay, like I'm tired of him,
this person, right?
But I think because, especially if you've seen the last one and you've seen, what that group went through, and then bringing that same group, like it's similar to, I think, from the first one to the second one, because we seen what that first group of people went through, and then so we went from there to a new location, but it was pretty much the same people, so you cared more so about the certain characters or whatever, and so I feel like with this batch of characters that they have, they can really use them to continue to build on that, and you get the feeling that that they really care about it, that they're really a family, and that's something that was super horrible that they've been able to be bonded by that, what I'm saying, and made stronger. And just like you said, even with them, not only are they bonded together, but they also have these things that they are related to characters or situations that happened in the past, and they're able to tie all that together.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into our dislikes.
I dislike some of the decision making of, there's always in the Scream movies or some scary movies, people just make interesting decisions, and you're like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Do what you need to do and get out of there. Do whatever. But sometimes it's written like people don't understand what to do, or they're in the moment, like you always say. I guess it's in the moment. They don't know like how to react or how to respond.
I understand that. So you understand the thing about making decisions that you would not like them to make. So.
Yeah, and then especially when it's characters that have been in previous Scream movies making these decisions, like the game by now. You should be more up on your game.
Right. You
should be able to know how to get away.
You should know the rules.
Yes, you should know the rules.
I think I only have one dislike, and I think it was just one particular character to make a certain decision, and I don't think it doesn't fit, or it doesn't make sense, or either it might be something I missed. I don't know. I might have to go back and look at that again or figure it out. But I feel like a certain character makes a decision and it has a big impact on things later on, and it's like, well, that character, if they're trying to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish, why would they have made that decision?
Right.
But outside of that, I think that's it. So I guess it's time to get into our favorite part of the show, the ratings.
I'm going to rate this movie a B. I feel like it is a solid movie to watch. It's not, like I said, the gore, the suspense, the acting from the characters, the way they tie everything together, it makes for a great movie, a good movie to watch. I mean, is it the best movie to watch? Maybe not, but it is a good movie to watch, and you will have a good time watching it.
Okay, I think I'm going to disagree, and actually I'm going to agree and give it a B+.
Oh my goodness!
As you said, this is an enjoyable movie. Like we said, they basically, they're capitalizing on what the movie is. This is a franchise, and they're pulling, from all their strengths that they have. They're able to use the silent unit that has been able to grow from the previous movies, and the main part of that is Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega. Their chemistry that they have as sisters, and you continue to root for them. And other characters are Mason Gooding and Jasmine Savoy Brown. They have this chemistry, and they have this familiar where they're all in this together, and they're trying to get through these terrible situations. So you can't help but root for them. And again, they made Ghostface, like I said, more menacing, more stronger. I don't know if it's because he was in New York, and New York brings the worst out of people, so to speak, in this way. But yeah, this is definitely a good time if you love Scream movies. You would definitely enjoy this movie.
Yes, you would.
All right, so if you want to go do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. We definitely appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it, and you can see more videos like this one. And if you want to do us another favor, you want to go ahead and hit that button that's shaped like a bell. If you want to go ahead and do that, you'll get a notification
every time we drop a new video.
And if you want to go ahead and do us one more favor, you want to go ahead and comment down below.
I'm going to take this from the movie. What is the best Scream movie you've seen?
Yes. Okay. What is the best Scream movie?
There's been 6 of them. So which one is the best?
So I guess you got a good one to choose from.
Yes.
All right. We appreciate every single one of you. And I guess we'll holler at you.
Peace.